In the ongoing legal tussle between Trump and Maine regarding his 2024 primary eligibility, tensions escalate. Maine's Secretary of State, Ben, is poised to make a crucial decision today, citing concerns over Trump's alleged role in the January 6th insurrection. But as the legal intricacies unfold, one can't help but wonder, how might this decision shape the path for Trump's political fusion? In today's video, we're diving deep into the intense legal battle between ex-President Donald Trump and some states, all about whether he can be on the 2024 primary ballot. We'll explore what's happening in Maine and Colorado, trying to understand the tricky legal stuff that's making this a big deal. So, buckle up as we unravel the twists and turns in this story, and let's get started on this journey through the legal maze. Passable routes ahead. As we await the Supreme Court's verdict, there's a mix of anticipation and uncertainty. The legal journey ahead has two potential routes, each carrying significant consequences. On one path, there's the intense scrutiny of the 14th Amendment, probing into whether Trump's involvement in the January 6 events warrants an eligibility. On the other, a state-focused approach adds a layer of complexity, acknowledging the diverse interpretations of election laws across states. It's a waiting game with emotions running high, as the nation watches to see which path the legal proceedings will ultimately take. Apolitical shockwaves. The political landscape is reeling from the repercussions of this legal drama, particularly within the Republican Party. Trump's devoted followers perceive it as a conspiratorial plot against their leader, evoking strong emotions and solidifying their allegiance. The prospect of courts influencing ballot access has triggered debates, prompting a reflection on the fundamental principles of democracy. Many voices emphasize the belief that it should be the voters, not the courts, who shape the nation's leadership. The unfolding events resonate with deep-seated sentiments, highlighting the intersection of law, politics, and democratic ideals. Emotional intensity. The emotional atmosphere surrounding this matter is unmistakable, as Republicans rally passionately behind Trump, viewing the legal battle as a struggle against a perceived establishment conspiracy. On the other hand, Democrats proceed with caution, acknowledging the potential for backlash and underscoring the significance of voters having the ultimate say in elections, steering clear of undue court interference. The charged emotions on both sides underscore the divisive nature of this unfolding saga, showcasing the complex interplay of politics, public sentiment, and the rule of law. Ben's Secretary of State today marks a pivotal moment as Ben, Maine's Secretary of State, is on the brink of making a decision that might change the game for Trump's shot at the state's Republican primary ballot. It's not just paperwork. It feels like a chapter in a suspenseful story unfolding. Three separate complaints are on the table, echoing concerns about Trump's eligibility, with two of them pointing directly to the 14th Amendment, linking back to the tumultuous events of January 6th. The air is thick with anticipation, and you can almost sense the weight of the decision that Ben is about to drop, knowing it could send ripples through the political landscape. It's not just legal jargon. It's a moment that could shape the narrative of Trump's political dream. Colorado's stance. Colorado's Republican Party is throwing a legal Hail Mary, desperately seeking help from the big shots at the U.S. Supreme Court to reverse the ruling that kicked Trump off their ballot. It's like watching a high-stakes chess game. One move can change the whole board. Trump's legal team is gearing up for a fight, filing an appeal that adds another layer of complexity to an already tangled legal web. It feels like a suspenseful dance between what the state decides and a looming possibility of the federal bigwigs step in. Emotions are running high, and you can almost sense the anticipation in the legal arena, wondering who will make the next move in this intricate and crucial game of ballots and courtrooms. Due process and Trump's appeal. Whether Trump is being treated fairly. It's like wondering if everyone in a game is playing by the same rules. Due process. Here is the idea that everyone deserves a fair chance. Now, the interesting thing is that Trump is taking his sweet time to respond to what Colorado said about him, and it's making people stop and think. It's a bit like when a chess player stops for a moment before making a move. You can't help but wonder, what's their game plan? This is more than just legal stuff. It's like a game of chess where everyone is holding their breath, waiting to see the next move. The tension is growing, and you can almost sense the suspense in the air as this legal chess match unfolds. Variation in election laws. In the world of election laws, things aren't one size fits all. They change from state to state, setting the stage for these legal showdowns. It's like each state has its own rulebook for the big game. Take Maine, where the Secretary of State has a say in the matter, making decisions in a way that feels more flexible, more hands-on. Now, compare that to Colorado, where the Supreme Court is calling the shots, and it's a bit more rigid, more structured. It's like different referees with different styles officiating the game. Our legal experts are diving into this, decoding how these state-level rule differences are influencing the outcome of these legal matches. It's not just laws, it's like watching how different playing fields can change the whole game. Trump's strategy in the realm of social media. Trump doesn't mince words, calling the legal challenges against him a pathetic gambit to break the election. It's like watching a verbal match where emotions run high. Trump's words feel like chess pieces on a board, and we're trying to figure out the strategy. Is it about timing? Are these delays part of a calculated plan? Unraveling the motives behind Trump's legal moves is a puzzle, and understanding this is key to decoding the twists and turns in this high-stakes legal drama. It's not just about laws. It's about the human chess game played in the political arena, and the stakes are undeniably high. An appeal process and political tensions. As the Maine Republican Party pledges to take the legal battle to the next level with an appeal, the atmosphere becomes charged with political tensions. This isn't just a routine part of the legal process. It's like watching a high-stakes match where the outcome carries implications beyond the courtroom. Trump's potential avenues for appeal are akin to strategic moves in a complex game. Each decision made has a ripple effect, influencing the perceptions of voters. It's a delicate balancing act, navigating the fine line between adhering to legal procedures and preserving public trust in the electoral system. The weight of this decision goes beyond legal technicalities. It's a narrative that unfolds in the minds of citizens, shaping their faith in the democratic process. The appeal process, in essence, becomes a critical juncture in a larger story of legal intricacies, political dynamics, and the collective emotions of a nation caught in the midst of uncertainty. Supreme Court intervention. How many challenges must play out before the U.S. Supreme Court decides to intervene? With different decisions unfolding in Colorado, Michigan, and beyond, the pressing question lingers, akin to watching a puzzle come together piece by piece and wondering when the picture will be complete. The varied decisions emerging from different states create a narrative of uncertainty, akin to navigating through unexplored territories. The crux of the matter lies in discerning the tipping point, that critical moment when the Supreme Court deems it necessary to step in and offer definitive guidance on the application of the 14th Amendment in these intricate cases. It's not merely about the intricacies of legal proceedings. It's a human curiosity, a collective anticipation of when the highest authority will enter the stage to bring clarity to a situation that seems to grow more complex with each new challenge. As we journey through this complex legal landscape, be sure to keep an eye out for the latest developments in this ongoing drama. The details of how each state decides and how Trump reacts legally highlight the significant influence this fight may carry over to the 2024 primary ballot. Your presence is appreciated, and we look forward to keeping you informed until our next update.